What are you smiling about?
Yesterday's date with Violet. It just feels like things are going my way lately. Yesterday's date with Violet still has me feeling as giddy as a little kid.
It's almost like there's perks to being on a killer dating show. Well, don't get too comfortable. We've still got a few days left, and then it's back to the regular.
I'm looking forward to that.
I bet. Better sooner than later. You cost too much to keep around. Anyway, the $1,000,000 question. Who's today's lucky girl?
Happy. So tomorrow, it's going to either be Terra or Allie.
It's probably best if we go with Terra.
But doesn't Terra need time to crack the code? Nah, I already finished making the code breaker. It's trying every password as we speak. No guarantee it'll finish before we're both done our dates, but it's worth a shot. Thank you, Terra. Don't worry about it. Besides, it's better if we save your date for last. Why's that? I don't know. You're some super spy from a super secret organization. You definitely got better heist potential than I do. I don't know about that, but that sounds good to me. I'll use the time to prepare some contingency plans. Scarlett, Violet, Yui, I'm gonna need you guys for this.
I'm happy to provide assistance.
You bet. I'll help however I can. Sweet. Right, Ravi.
What's up?
I didn't just build a code breaker. I built a game that works with it too.
What do you mean? She admitted she handed me her console.
I just whipped it up real quick. It looks like a code breaking game, but really it works directly with the computer we found. If you get the password right in this game, you'll have access to the computer. Makes sense.
Amazing! I can't believe you whipped up something so fast.
It wasn't hard. It was just a big middle finger to my mom, who thought all my screen time was a waste of time. Anyway, I figure we can play this game here and there during our date, try whatever passwords come to mind. Obviously not the whole date because ratings and all, but as much as we can.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds good to me, Terra.
I'm a genius, Robbie.
She cackled maniacally. You are. I like spend today with Terra.
Is that so? Well, we'll make it happen. Try not to spend all of it playing games, though. Believe it or not, that isn't what viewers want in a primetime slot.
No promises, but I'll try my best.
It ain't much, but I'll take that.
Sorry, Kat. That's pretty much the plan.
Hey, Robbie. You up to play some games?
I'd love to, but Kat wants us to do some other...
Games it is. Sweet.
There's no stopping Terra when she puts her mind to something. We started playing together in the games room while making pleasant conversation. Normal enough to seem like a regular conversation, encrypted enough to disguise what we're trying to do. Even if Terra and I never went on crazy adventures like I did with Allie, It didn't make moments with her any less special. If we forget what we're trying to hack into some confidential database, this really is like fun day at home with your partner.
How about Terra is the best?
It's worth a shot. Nope, doesn't work.
The nerve of them.
Terra
Terra
rule?
rules? You said it.
That's a mess.
Was the T capitalized?
Maybe
Yeah.
Oops.
Maybe add a 0123 at the end of it.
Thank goodness we have the code breaker running in the background. Time to switch gears. Let's give Kat some footage to work with to keep us alive.
Good God, Robbie. Why the sun? Go on without me.
Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Some way or another, we always end up back inside the mansion, huh?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I guess you're right.
Up for a few more rounds of the game we just played?
Sure.
How about Damien Black sucks?
Nope, doesn't work.
Cat Black sucks?
Not that either.
How about Robbie?
Oh, come on. Now you're just guessing.
Like I wasn't before.
Well, I'll try it. Two of us looked at each other like a deer in the headlights.
Whoa.
We cheered as if our favorite team just won on a sporting event.
Wait a minute. Why would the password be your name? That doesn't make any sense.
I guess it's as good as yours. Maybe we'll find out tonight.
I hope so. Well, I think I've had enough of games for today.
I never thought I'd hear you say that, Terra.
I'm full of surprises. We can spread the good news after. How about we try something new today? Something outside.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Awesome. Let's go.
We ended up going back inside a minute later, but the rest of the day with Terra was still a lot of fun.
And we're in.
Passport prompt closed with a satisfying ding ding.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Why would there be a folder called homework? Whoa, that is definitely a porn folder name.
Terra was about to open it until Allie intervened.
Do you mind if I take a look? Forget why we're here for a second. Sure. Huh? Let's see.
Allie started going through the folders, databases, reports, anything that could be useful. At the same time, Terra started downloading all the files to her console. Doesn't look like there's anything here, but why my name was the password? All the rest of us could do was give Allie and Terra the space they needed.
Seems like it's only going to be up from here, team. I was worried for Allie, especially if we couldn't get into the computer, but it looks like we got to it after all. It's too soon to say anything, but I do hope you're right.
Let's not jinx it. So what's what they're saying you're gonna do when you're out of here?
I thought we weren't going to jinx it. I'm going to get straight back to helping people the way I know best. Nothing's changed in that regard. That is a lovely aspiration.
Do me a favor and make sure your inventions don't get used on yourself again. Okay?
like I was trying to.
I admire how you can be so sure. As excited as I am to leave this place, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing after.
That's totally okay, Violet. That's part of the fun of life. Just figuring it out as you go.
I suppose so.
Violet looked at me and smiled. That's pretty much my plan at this point, too.
Guess who's back, bitch? What Terra wants to say is, we did it. I got everything I need to help turn the tide of the war, and I know where my family is, and they're alive.
I've never seen Allie so happy. She jumped towards me and hugged me. Oof!
That's fantastic.
That's such a relief.
I'm so happy for you, Allie. Good job, Terra. You cracked the code. Not all at once now. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. We didn't have to wait this long to leave, but you guys did it for me and my family. I can't ever thank you enough.
She pulled out the master key from her back pocket and swirled it around in her right hand.
You guys ready to get out of here? Actually, I'm thinking of staying here for the rest of my life. Not having internet is the best thing ever. I couldn't agree more.
Let's get out of here.
After you, Allie.
We followed Allie out of the mansion, through the forest, and to the hangar.
Whoa, I did not see this. Granted, I don't go outside. I don't blame you, it's pretty out of the way. Not that we have to worry about it now.
Allie pulled out the master key and swirled it around in her right hand. She walked to the door of the hangar and put the key into its lock. She tried to turn it, but it didn't work. She tried a few more times, but the lock refused to budge.
I don't understand. I've seen Cat use this key everywhere, including here. We must have changed the locks.
Shit.
Does this mean we're stuck here? I don't...
Allie tripped over her words. It hurt to see her so defeated.
I don't know.
Uncomfortable silence fell over us. Am I going to die here? Are all of us?
No, we are not out of this just yet. I refuse to give up again.
But we can't get to the hangar. There's no way to break in without triggering the alarms.
For now, yes, but getting in later is a different story. If I remember correctly, whenever you went on a third date with Robbie, you would fly in a plane together. Well, I'm assuming the plane was you two. It's just like you to try something crazy and drag in Robbie.
I can't refute that. That was definitely us.
How we never died on those plane rides, I'll never know.
That means the staff don't mind if you take the plane during the date, which means we should be able to ask for the key temporarily. We'd still be able to get the plane, it just has to be during the show's date.
There'd be way more staff around than usual, but we'd still have a chance.
Exactly. The rest of us can be relatively close by, perhaps at the beach to avoid suspicion. Then, when you get the plane, we run over, you pick us up, and we are out of here.
This could work. It's better than how my plan turned out anyway.
I was worried for a second there, but it was for nothing. We've got this.
We'd be in a tight spot without you.
It is a team effort. Without each of us here, we would be stuck here with no chance of escape, I'm sure.
Speak for yourself. I'm sure I could get out of here on my own. You would shut down the second you reached the beach, Terra. On second thought, maybe teamwork makes the dream work.
We laughed together. The mood was infinitely better than it was just a few moments ago. We spent the rest of the night talking through the details of the plan, including what we do if the unexpected happened. One thing was for sure, though, we weren't giving up on getting out of here. It all ends tomorrow.
What do you know, Robbie? You actually made it to the last one-on-one date. How are you feeling?
I would say, maybe to not let her on, I'll just say, I've been better. I've been better, but I'll manage.
I'm sure a fun day with Allie will cheer you up. She has all of us in the crew working extra hard to prepare a special date for you. And by all of us in the crew, I mean the Brothers 5. How about you go find her? Spend some time together while we set things up for you.
Sounds like a plan, Kat.
Let's see. Oh, looks like she's by the beach.
Guess that's where I'm headed.
Don't do anything we can't air. Murder's okay, but God forbid someone takes their top off.
I waved to Kat as I went on my way. Just as Kat said, Allie was by the beach. She was looking out at the ocean. Morning, Allie.
Robbie, it's always nice to see you.
The difference between Allie's voice during the day and night was like day and night. I guess we do have to worry about the cameras, but still, it takes some getting used to. I know it's going to be tough to top your previous dates with all the other girls, but I think I have a good shot. Oh, sorry.
It took you a minute.
I'm sorry. I think it was like...
I know it's going to be tough to top your previous dates with all the other girls, but I think I have a good shot.
I'm looking forward to it, Allie.
You'd better be. We've been saving the best for last.
She reached for my hand.
Walk with me?
I reached for her outstretched hand. It'd be my pleasure. The two of us walked around the beach for a while, getting to know each other. So, what will you be doing when the show's over?
First thing I'm gonna do is say hey to my family again and make them a nice dinner. I'm sure that they've gone sick with worry in the week since I've been gone. I wonder what they are thinking now. It's been at least 2 years since then.
I was right. Sometimes not remembering is a blessing. Allie doesn't have that luxury.
Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Come on.
She pulled me along by the hand into the forest. I have to say, Allie's really impressed me. Of course, it was her deliberate plan to come to the forest and get to the hangar, but she made it seem so spontaneous.
You're going to love it.
I saw it the same moment she did. It was all we can do as we stand and watch.
No.
She staggered and almost fell. And who could blame her? The hangar was engulfed in roaring flames. The heat was incredible. There was no way either of us could take another step towards the hangar without being burnt alive. The stench of burning oil assaulted me without mercy. We were at a loss for words. And in front of all those flames was her, walking away from the flames. Somehow, I just know it was her.
Sorry, Allie, Robbie, there's been a small change of plans. I'm sure you can tell, but we hit a few snags with the hangar. How about you two spend your day on the ground instead?
I want to scream. I want to attack her with every bone in my body.
Attack her.
I so badly want to attack her.
Yeah? Do you want to do it?
Well, we did save, so yeah. I want to see what happens. As soon as I took one step towards her, I can feel a hand pulling me back. It's Allie. One look from her says everything. You can't do this. And she's right. I can't afford to put everyone in danger. Told myself back from giving away what this plan meant to me, all the strength I had. I need to calm down. Kat might be able to read my face and see that.
Sounds fine to me, Kat. I'm just glad you're safe. What happened?
We're still looking into it.
Well, either way, there's nothing we can do about that. How about we go somewhere else, Robbie?
She reached for my hand and held it tight. How could she smile like this at me? Of course, Allie. For the rest of the day, Allie and I put on the performance of a lifetime. Though our faces were all smiles and laughter, we knew, now more than ever, that we're trapped in Kat's macabre puppet show. And Kat loved to make us dance. She must have known we were trying to escape. But how? Did we make a mistake? Did 4 give us away? Should we ever have trusted him in the first place? Who can I trust now? Time is ticking, and the end of the show looms closer and closer. It's the time I'm supposed to meet with the group, but what will we even do? There's no way we can escape. Our last chance died with the hangar. Should I just make a break for it? No, I'd never make it, and the others would suffer for my mistake. What do I do?
You don't look so good, Robbie.
I almost want to say, what do you want? But then there's a part of me that goes, well, maybe I don't want to blow the cover yet, so maybe I'll just say, I've been better. I've been better, Kat. It hasn't exactly been sunshine and rainbows today.
You really aren't much for acting, are you, Robbie? Look, I already know about you and your plan to escape.
My blood ran cold.
You know, take the plane. Fly away from here. It wasn't hard to figure out.
I tried to say something in my defense, but my voice wouldn't come out. It was all I could do to stand wide-eyed.
I know you and the others found the lab, got your memories back. Well, at least the others did. And I know that every night y'all work together to try and find a way out. I mean, of course I'd know. I'm the reason why you got this far.
What do you mean?
Just follow me. You'll save all of us time.
We walked to the lock room near the games room. She took out her master key and span it around.
You never really thought a bunny could take a key from me, right?
Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. She opened the door. The others were inside, looking as surprised as I was.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right now, Kat.
How about 2? First, your inside man was never 4. It was me. I mean, come on. He wouldn't be smart enough for something like this. Second, you only ever had a chance at escaping this island because of me. Newsflash, Allie, those tanks never just bug out.
You're the one who let me out of my tank.
The one and only.
Allie was at a loss of words. and I was no different.
What do you want, Cat? Honestly, the same thing as you guys. I want off this crazy train. I want out. I want you guys to include me in your little escape plan. What? Do I have something on my face? As hard as it is to believe, the list of people who want to stay on this island is pretty short.
Hell no! We can't trust you! I'm not sure how, but I remember I tried to escape with you before. I trusted you! I even fell for you!
Even 5 girls isn't enough. Unbelievable.
And you betrayed me and shot me! There's no way we could ever trust you! You're just going to stab us in the back!
Is that true, Cat?
I'm ashamed to say it is, but I didn't have a choice. You know how it is with Damien. It doesn't matter if you share the same blood. He'll take the people you love hostage and use them to force you to dance to his tune. I'm sorry I betrayed you, Robbie. I really am. But if I had to do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat, because there was someone I needed to save. I know that I must look like a villain to you, but believe me, I have people I care about too.
You're so compassionate. How come you burned up our only way out of here?
You're lucky I did, Robbie. If you'd actually flown as planned, you'd all be at the bottom of the ocean right now.
What do you mean?
It's a cruel trick of Damien's. He knew there was a chance that people on the show would recover their memories and try to escape, so he made us build the hangar and the plane.
It's the one place anyone trying to escape would go.
Exactly. I've told you in the past, Allie, never fly that plane or take the boat out of sight of this island. If you did, you'd have blown up like fireworks.
Allie and I were in that plane, which was a little more than flying a death trap. Sent a chill down my spine.
Look, the simple reality is you need me to escape. Without me, you wouldn't even make it past the barrier.
What barrier?
Exactly. And though I hate it, I need you guys to help me and us escape.
She reached her hand towards me for a handshake.
Allies?
Let's discuss this first.
Cat leaned against a wall while the rest of us debated what to do.
Can we really trust her? This might just be another trap. It's not like it'd be the first lie of hers you fell into, Robbie.
You're right.
That said, it's not like we have much to lose at this point. Even if she'd done terrible things to us in the past, we still need her to escape.
You alright, Allie?
I'm fine. I'm just angry at myself. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. We're still alive. That's what counts.
Right, you know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now either, but we're alive. That counts for something.
You're right, Robbie.
And as much as I hate to say it, I think we'll need Cat's help. Trustworthy or not, I'll go back. Trustworthy or not, if we want to stay that way. Man, do I want to... I don't know, she could be literally fucking with us. She could literally be... You did. There's a part... Man... Like, she did betray me, we'll say... We could just maybe, like, she has all the information we need. We do... Should we put on... this might bite me in the butt, but probably not. We'll just say, but we'll keep an eye on her. But we'll need to keep an eye on her.
I couldn't say it better myself. Alright, Kat. If you want our help, you're going to need to answer a few questions.
Ask away.
What the hell is this sick show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over?
As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you that this is just one of hundreds of killing shows we air. Shows that keep people scared, that keep people from organizing against the government. You want to paralyze people with fear? You broadcast exactly what will happen if you try to rise up.
You're monsters, you know that?
I don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. Some of us still have family to lose, Allie.
Continue.
Before we air each show, we test them internally on test audiences to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate and what kind of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they tested well enough, we'd air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of it rated best, and you can't bring people back from the dead. It was the same for the test audiences. You couldn't make them watch multiple versions of a show as they remember previous versions that would influence their opinions. There was no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the feeling that lives were really in danger. But the memory rewriter would have changed that. Oh wait, was that someone else? Oh god. Okay. But the memory rewriter would have changed that. It did. We were able to reuse everybody. Our volunteer actors, the test audiences. Since we could just make people forget what happened, we could film run after run of the show, where each was as if it was the first time for all of you. And that's exactly what I've been doing here for the last 2 years.
It was a lot to hear. I had a feeling, but to know that people looked at us like we were nothing but lab rats, well, I genuinely was afraid of my life. It's sickening! We were silent for a while.
If you've been testing the show this long, what's the real thing?
There's no real thing. It's only what version tests the best. That said, there's only so much time Damien is willing to spend on the show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show. If you don't escape before the end, you're all as good as dead. I know Damien and I've said that we'd let you and your chosen partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but...
It's a lie, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm sorry I've waited this long to try and help you guys. I've been too scared to risk it all, but I've nothing less to lose now.
She extended her hand to me for a handshake.
Allies? At least until we're out of here?
I don't really have a choice this time either, huh? If you wanted to, you could report us right now.
That's true, and my word would count for more than all of yours. But that wouldn't save the person I need to. Like it or not, we have to work together.
Then it's a deal.
Allie shook Kat's hand.
Kat, are you sure you don't want to... I'm fine, Scarlett. It's not important anymore, and we don't have any time to waste. If you say so. Anyway, the only time we can escape is the last day of the show, between midnight and just before the sun goes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple, and that's the only way off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship. We use it to replenish between each run of the show. Are there no other planes on this island? A boat would be far slower. Unfortunately, it's not so easy. There's a protective shell around the island, which performs two functions. First, it renders us invisible to satellite. It's the reason why your people couldn't find us, Allie. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside the barrier, it'll get fried, unless it's emitting a compatible IFF signal. The only way off the island that we have is a signal Wait, sorry. The only way off the island that will have that signal is the boat.
I'm betting it'll be heavily guarded.
Well, yes, but not from people on it. The ship itself would be run by a skeleton crew. It's the staff on the island who we'll have to watch out for.
That still leaves the question of how we'll deal with them. Last time I checked, there's hundreds of them, and not even 10 of us.
Actually, it might not be so hard after all. I've got a plan that just might work. Though I have to admit, it's a little crazy.
I like the sound of that.
If it involves zombies again, I'm out.
Yui explained her plan to us, with a renewed confidence that could inspire anyone to believe.
Luckily, we still have tomorrow, so we just have the amount of time we need.
That just might work, Yui.
You're a mad genius. Let's just say I've been holding back my creativity till now.
It's crazier than anything I'd imagined, and crazy enough to work.
Let's get to work.
Wait, were we even listening to the same plan?
The others went their separate ways to help prepare for Yui's plan. But Kent stayed. Our business wasn't finished yet.
What's up?
What's your game? I want to trust you, Cat. I really do. But you're up to something, aren't you? Just like every other time I trusted you.
I can't blame you for feeling that way, and I can't take back what I've done before. The only thing I can say to try and make you trust me is that we both have people we care about, Robbie. And that if you don't escape, then the person I care about will go down with you. I'm not asking for you to put your neck out for me. You'll never have to. I'm asking for you to help somebody that you've never met, and you never will. Somebody innocent.
It's strange. This woman has put me through hell, treated me like a lab rat, and more, and yet... Somehow, I think she's telling the truth.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you do trust me. You'll see tomorrow that I'm going along with Yui's plan either way.
I'll trust you, Cat. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier.
Don't be. I literally shot you. I think that earns you the right to be angry and more, no?
Well, I've got to know you over these past years. Not for more than a couple of weeks straight, but I got to know you. And I think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face.
Hey, can we skip to the part where you compliment me?
You're also incredibly crass. You keep secrets from everybody and...
You finished?
I don't think you're a bad person. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me to make me feel like I wasn't alone. And you made sure I never lost hope. I know that was never part of the job. You didn't have to do that. Yet you did it over and over. It must have been so tiring to do that, over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. I don't know what you're doing, all of this, why you're doing all of this, but I believe that you do care about helping people.
I'm flattered, Robbie, but you've got me wrong.
What do you mean?
Everything I've ever done for you, the others, It's been for my own selfish reasons. It just happens to line up nicely. Though I appreciate the compliment.
But like before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. We went our separate ways shortly after. I spent the rest of the night helping the others with preparing for the plan. I was exhausted when I went back to my room, but I still couldn't fall asleep for several hours. It's as if something's on the tip of my tongue, but I just barely can't grasp it. Yet somehow, I know I'm closer than I've ever been before.